From the NFL, we turn to racing. The news of IndyCar driver Justin Wilson's passing isn't yet 24 hours old, but the impact of his 37-year-old man had on his fellow drivers, his fans, and of course, his family is clear. Wilson was one of the most popular, most loved drivers. He was known as a guy who led by example, who was very involved in the mission towards driver safety. As his family mourns this sudden loss, his brother is finding some comfort in the fact that Justin is helping families in death. Justin's brother, Stefan, who also races, tweeted about his brother impacting families by donating his organs. He said, "With gift of life, Justin Wilson saved 6 lives today. He just keeps setting the bar higher. Keep Julia and the girls in your prayers. Hashtag my hero, JW." Julia and Justin had 2 girls, Jessica and Jane. Meanwhile, the racing family is weighing in. NASCAR drivers as well. Dale Earnhardt Jr. saying thoughts and prayers to his family, friends, and to the IndyCar family. R.I.P. Justin Wilson. Tony Kanaan saying, "Oh man, my heart is aching. Another friend gone. Godspeed to one of racing's truest gentlemen." 2004 IndyCar Series champion, 2013 Indy 500 winner Tony Kanaan joins us now from his hometown of Miami. Tony, thank you for joining us on such a difficult day. How did you learn of the news of Justin Wilson's passing?
Well, obviously, Lindsay, I was fully connected with James Hinchcliffe and Scott Dixon and Stephen Wilson at the hospital at the time. So, the news weren't good from Sunday night, and being a race car driver and knowing the consequences, you always hope for the best. But, I was in touch with them all day long since Monday morning, so it wasn't, I didn't get caught by surprise like when the news came out.
What can you tell us, Tony, about Justin Wilson as a person?
Oh, I think, I would like the fans to remember that, Justin was a gentleman. It's really hard to like if people say nicest guys don't finish first, and he was really nice. Justin worked really closely with me at the Drivers Association. He was the safety guy, actually, as a matter of fact. And I want people to remember Justin the way he always was smiling and a great race car driver, and he was doing what he loved to do. We talked about risks. We talked about safety. That was our priority. It is our priority number 1 in IndyCar. We created the Drivers Association for that, and he was the advocate for that. His first concern was fences so we can protect the fans, and then the race cars. So I would like people to remember Justin just as a caring, loving person, loving father, husband, and a great race car driver.
You mentioned his family. How are they doing?
It's the girls. I think Julia went home today, and they're going to talk to the girls. It's never an easy situation. I think Stefan has been a trooper. He was there by himself on Sunday night. His parents came into the hospital last night, 2 nights ago, and it was a tough decision, to what to do. But donating the organs, 6 more lives are there. It was one really tall Justin Wilson. Now we have 6 of them around the world, and that's the best thing we can do. And I think if we had asked Justin what to do, that's definitely what he would have done. So, the family is going to need a lot of help. I think I've been in the situation before with losing my dad when I was 13. Mm-hmm. It's not going to be easy, but we made sure that Julia knows that the IndyCar family and on behalf of all the drivers, we will do anything we can, like we did for Dan Weldon at the time, to be able to help them out.
Yes, just like Dan Weldon. You said a tall driver, and Justin Wilson, all of 6'2". What kind of conversations, Tony, have been going on among those other drivers and yourself just reacting to this news?
Well, first of all, I think people need to understand that this was definitely a very unfortunate accident, and that is nothing that we can say or do that we won't do things, but it's not about, it's an open wheel racing issue right now, and not just in IndyCar. It's in Formula 1 in every open cockpit. So we've been talking, we gathered the drivers, me, Simon Pagino, and James Hinchcliffe, along with Scott Dixon and everybody else. We're working on, like we always done. I think people don't know this, but in the background, the Drivers Association, the one that we run, we always talk about safety. We implemented, IndyCar implemented the soft wall, the Hunt's devices, and all the safety improvements that we've been doing since Dan's death, and this is just an ongoing situation. There is not a quick fix for it. I mean, that's just the risk of our sport. But we've been talking about we're going to get together on Thursday afternoon in Sonoma, all the drivers, like we always do. We have our own meetings, and in the off season, like the Drivers Association does, we're going to present numerous suggestions to IndyCar how we can keep improve safety. But it's a long journey. It's not going to be fixed today. Motorsports has been dangerous forever, and unfortunately, we are fully aware of that, and we're okay with that. I think I would like for people to know that, you know, our families know the risks, and then we wouldn't be as happy as we are if we wouldn't be driving. And I think that's what I want people to think, that Justin went doing exactly what he wanted it to do.
He was your third friend that you have seen killed in IndyCar racing. Greg Moore first, and then you mentioned Dan Weldon, and now Justin Wilson, and you said you're on that committee together. What do you think, Tony, when you guys get together on Thursday, as you said, what are possibilities for making it safer?
I mean, there is not, I can't answer that question saying there is one thing that we need to do. I think we need to be extremely careful saying, oh, we need a canopy, we need closed cockpits. Quick decisions like that in difficult moments can lead to other problems. We need to really investigate. FIA is doing a huge research on that, and then we're working with them to create a solution. So the meeting on Thursday is more to get us drivers all together. We haven't seen a bunch of us. We haven't seen each other since last Sunday, and just really like worry about how we're going to honor Justin by racing this weekend, and how we're going to keep his legacy from now on, keep improving safety the way he was. I lost one of good friends of mine, and also the guy that helped me was hand-to-hand, day by day, spend time with me talking about safety. That's going to be a tough replacement as well. So we're just going to have to regroup, calm down, and then hopefully come with a solution in the near future.
You've been through it before. What do you expect, or what can you tell us about what you've experienced, what it's going to be like at this season finale for IndyCar racing Sunday in Sonoma when you guys take to that track?
You know, it might sound twisted, but right now I can't wait to get in the race car. I think this will be the best stress relief for me. It will be a very difficult weekend, but like you said, I don't know. I'm not bragging that I've been there before, because that's not something that I'm proud to say, but the show must go on, because I think if you ask any of the drivers on the field, including the ones that are gone, what the way they would like to be remembered, I can assure you they want us to race, because I said yesterday, race is race. So I'll put my helmet on. We'll try to give a thrill to the fans in respect to Justin this weekend, and we'll honor him for every race, like I do it for Dan and for Greg, and I've been doing it for years. So that will be the best way I can play a tribute to him.
Tony, before I let you go, Formula One did announce today that they are going to hold cockpit tests next month because of what happened to Justin. Do you think that this could be a solution for IndyCar?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we work really close with FIA. We're a sanctioned body of them too. So if they make it a mandatory, we're all going to have it. So we can't wait for that. They obviously are the lead market of the open wheel racing in the entire world. So we have Dr. Terry Trammell on the safety committee in IndyCar. He's involved with the FIA. Those results, as soon as we come up with something, I'm pretty sure IndyCar will be the first series in America probably to implement that for a fact.
Tony Kanaan, we truly appreciate you joining us on such a difficult day in the world of racing. Thank you.
Thank you very much.